Hey, Shamir. Going somewhere?
Yep, private matter. Be back in time for the next mission.
So you'll be away tonight?
Who knows? Could finish today. Might take longer.
Well, if someone asks where you are, what should I tell them?
Say you don't know, which is the truth. Later.
Shamir, wait.
Yeah?
I bet you're going to fight someone, right?
Good guess. Let's just say I'm going to cut off an old connection.
Sounds thorny. Would you mind telling us more?
Yes, I would.
Well then, can we come with you?
Look, it's nothing. A noble I used to work for asked me to do another job for them. I ignored it. They persisted. Turns out they have an interest in me. Now they're threatening to send mercs after me.
Wait, why?
It's a kidnapping, of a sort. If I refuse to go, they'll kill me. So, I'm going to strike first.
Bold move. Who are the mercs?
The Guardians of Fodlan.
That's the huge mercenary group that's been making a name for themselves in this war, right?
The very same. Although the noble in question only employs a single squad, not the entire force. I'd hoped not to see them again, but I don't mind killing them.
So you'll be fighting old friends?
Wouldn't go that far. We worked together once is all. Can I go now?
Not without me, you can't.
Figured you'd say that. And why do I need to involve you in my affairs exactly? Besides, this is going to be dangerous. These mercs have no qualms about using underhanded tactics. This army needs you two. It's not worth the risk.
But the army also needs you. Besides, I don't know what I'd do if something happened to you. And I'm not the only one who feels that way, right?
We're coming, and that's the end of it.
Whatever. Do what you want.
We will. Let's go. The enemy is encamped in the center area, and has sent out scouts to find Shamir.
Trying to toy with me, eh? We'll crush the scouts, then take the camp. Let's go. The scouts are spread all over. Let's take each one out silently. Don't alert the main force.
Say, Shamir, is there anyone in the enemy ranks that you're particularly close to?
Not anymore. Don't worry.
I'm not gonna die here. So if you're not close to people in this group anymore, does that mean you used to be? Close to someone, I mean.
You ask a lot of questions. Maybe try focusing on the fight instead.
Not a problem.
Hey, it's my turn.
I tossed swords with some of the Guardians of Fodlan back in the day. And despite their reputation, they were basically just a band of brigands. Wonder if these are the same mercs I squared off with.
You're mine! That sounds like them, all right. An underhanded bunch who'd happily stab an ally in the back.
Every merc knows the life comes with risks. Getting betrayed by your own is rough.
You're telling me.
Nice! We took out all the scouts, and the main force is none the wiser.
Then it's time to raid the camp in the center. Let's head for the open gate. I've got it.
Not a problem.
Got it.
Let's play a game. It's done. You're mine! It's done. It's done.
I got this! Not yet!
Let's play a game. Got it. You're mine.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Got it. Time to...
Okay, let's take the remaining strongholds. It's done. Thinning their You're mine. This'll make... I've got it.
Hey, Shamir. Never mind. It's nothing.
Stay focused, Leon. Lapses in concentration get people killed.
Get out of here!
Let's clear it out.
I don't recognize many faces here. Maybe it's not the same squad I thought.
A lot of them probably died and got replaced. The Guardians tend to use people up. I used to have an apprentice, you know. They were just like you, annoying. They got killed after being sent out as a decoy. My fault for not training them better.
I'm sorry to hear that, Shamir. But why are you telling me this?
Saw you weren't going to let it go. Figured now maybe you'll concentrate on the battle.
You weren't ready for me.
Take a breather.
That must be all of them.
Nope, that wasn't nearly enough. Plus, we didn't see a leader. Keep your guard up.
The folks we sent out died already. Soft! Still, that means more pay for the rest of us.
I knew we'd find them. They're too stupid to retreat when they're beaten. I've got it. Let's give it a shot.
Got it. Time.
You dog! No idea why you decided to show, but it's the last mistake you'll ever make.
Friend of yours?
Well, let's get this over with.
These people don't seem to like you.
Yeah, I must have killed someone they cared about. Partner, apprentice or something.
All right, take it down.
You know, whenever I go soft and let someone walk away from a battle, it always comes back to fight me like this.
If you want to live longer, take mercy out of your vocabulary. Let's clear it out.
Not a problem. I've got... You bore a grudge against me this whole time? Must have been rough.
Hang along. Training is one thing, but there's no substitute for actual combat. Got it.
Yep. Nothing beats real battle experience if you're looking to improve.
Got you. You're mine. Got it. Let's give it a shot.
It's my turn.
This stronghold will fall!
These people are sloppy. He must have expected me to be alone.
Even if we were, it still wouldn't have been a match for you.
Let's clear it out. Keep me all you want.
Requesting backup.
I'll cover you. Stand back.
Still fight! Let's do this! No, not yet!
I smell blood on the wind. We've got company.
We were supposed to take her alive, but dead pays just as well. Get her.
Seriously? How many people did you bring just to take on Shamir?
Sorry to disappoint, girl, but I'll make up for it by killing you too.
Let's finish this!
You can count on me. You're mine. My turn? I never did learn to hide their presence. Hence these pathetic surprise attacks.
None of these mercs put up much of a fight one-on-one.
I'll take you all on!
I'm not gonna die here. I bet the leader's patience is running thin.
You're as ruthless as ever, Shamir. Why don't you give it a rest?
You're still alive. Huh. Guess it really is only the good who die young.
I had to stick around, so I could see you turned into a plaything for the boss.
We won! Hooray!
Looks like that did it. Come on, let's go. Sorry I dragged you into this. Or, I guess you dragged yourselves. Either way, it's good you were there.
Oh, I don't know. I think you could have handled them pretty easily on your own.
Their aim was to overwhelm me with sheer numbers and wear me down. Against a force that large, it's entirely possible I could have lost.
Throwing so many men and women out there as cannon fodder is a horrific strategy.
They'd have found fame and glory if it had worked, and it's not like the dead can complain. Besides, the more of your comrades who die, the bigger your share of the reward. Pretty good deal if you're left standing when the dust settles.
Speaking of comrades, it seemed like some of our enemies knew you.
Yeah, we definitely fought before. But it was a long time ago, and I don't remember doing anything that would make it so personal.
Not unusual in this line of work. The longer you do this, the more grudges you earn, whether you remember them or not. You've been a merc for a long time, though. I assume that kind of stuff doesn't bother you anymore.
Yeah, mostly. I tried to stay detached, but every now and again something slips through.
I'm not so sure I could keep my emotions in check like that. I guess that shows how much further I still have to go. But this means things with that noble who used to employ you are over now, right?
Hope so, but she's a tenacious one.
Oh, so it's a woman? She must really want you back fighting for her.
Yeah, that's not the only thing she wants from me. Let's just say it's a mess and leave it at that. Just remember, if someone isn't interested, move on.
Interested in what? I don't understand.
Anyway, I'm gonna hit the hay. Thanks again.
Do you know what Shamir was talking about?
You'll understand when you're older.
Well, now I'm really curious. I'll have to ask Shamir about it later.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Well, how'd it go?
Any result's a good result.
At last, our full army is finally assembled. Soldiers as far as the eye can see. Drink it in, Nadir. It is quite a sight to behold.
Yeah, I guess it is.
It should be child's play for an army of this size to break through Fodlan's throat. They may as well crown me king of Elmyra right now.
I sure hope you're right about that.
Who knows where Khalid is now? But I can just imagine the look of despair on his face when he hears of what I have accomplished.
He has no clue how to lead an army this big, and yet he's already bragging of his victory. I'm under no obligation to follow Shahid any further. Perhaps it's finally time to do as I please.
Not many people in Elmyra could mobilize an army this massive. If it's not the king, it's gotta be one of the princes. Which means Shahid's definitely their commander.
What's up? Something wrong?
Nah, not especially.
You sure? Because I definitely just heard a "we've got a problem" sigh.
There's nothing to worry about, really. And besides, I can't see any other way around this. I'll just have to do what needs to be done. That's all there is to it.
I feel like I'm missing something.
My lord, we have made ready to intercept the attackers and await your signal.
Right. Here goes. Listen up, everyone. The enemy may have an advantage in size, but they're little more than a disorganized mob. We can defeat them. No, we will defeat them. Drive them back today, and we'll toast our victory tonight. Charge!
Just turn me loose already! I look forward to a worthy opponent.
Disorganized mob or not, their sheer numbers are impressive. But Lester will be done for if we let them break through. We have to take out the enemy leader at all costs.
Let's start by taking care of the enemies near our base.
Let's show them what we got!
You got my back? I'll be cheering you on. Let's link up. Come on, follow me. We'll do it together. I've got you now. I'll take you all on.
I owe you one.
You got my back?
Right
Yeah. Forward.
behind you. No problem. I got it. The enemy's attacking our base.
Charge!
Gotta stay on guard.
Yeah. Let's do this. I'll...
My moment has arrived. Blame me all you want.
I will not allow this to be a repeat episode.
With me.
Do not spare a single soldier. Crush them immediately.
It's all you, Hilda.
They're trying to take our base through brute force. Brace yourselves, everyone.
This rate, we may succeed in overcoming the first wave of attackers.
Let's do this!
We have managed to protect our base. Enemy reinforcements have taken up positions in the north and south. We will not be able to use the same tactics as before.
Then we'll just have to shake things up. Let's steal their strongholds and light the beacons.
The beacons? Ah, I see! You mean to lure them in? There is a signal.
Now is our chance.
Signal from one of our strongholds? What an obvious trap. As if we would fall for something like that.
So it's begun. Prepare to carry out the plan.
Charge!
Not a problem.
You like that?
We've lit 2 beacons, but the enemy isn't doing anything.
Into the fray!
We've lit all the beacons now. The enemy forces should be able to see them.
Do not be fooled by those beacons. We will overwhelm the enemy with our sheer numbers.
Let's try this. All right, time to get moving.
Not a problem.
Looks like we've got more enemy troops on our hands. Was drawing them over here really a good idea, Claude?
We've got them right where we want them. Now, we'll pretend to attack the northern front and... well, I won't spoil the surprise.
Now it's up.
Let's try this.
A chance. Go! You'll surrender.
Not a problem.
Quietly if you know what's good for you.
I'm on it. No.
Nadir, did you see the beacons? Everything's good to go on our end. How about you?
I've been waiting for ages, kiddo. Let's get started.
Shahid, General Nadir has defected. He was working with the enemy? I will show him what fate awaits a traitor. Kill him!
So he's going straight for our linchpin, is he? Everyone defend Nadir.
Not a... I've got this.
I'm on it. No charge. Clear out!
Now is our chance.
Are we changing places?
Give them no... Porter!
Hey, who needs protecting? As if I fall here.
Leaving it all to you, God.
Like, all of it? All of it? Blame me all you want. Ha! True, you are in a dare the undefeated. But I like to make sure I've covered every possibility.
We'll rush the stronghold at once.
I won't lose.
I never would have imagined we had an Almiran general on our side. We must use this opportunity to gain the
I wanted
advantage. You still haven't killed Nadir? Surely only a small handful of troops defected with him.
Let's do this!
I don't have...
This is much worse than I anticipated. We have no choice but to retreat.
I'm on it. No charge.
And regroup.
We'll regret it later if we let them leave now. Don't let the enemy leader get away. Appreciate it.
I don't care who.
Yeah, let's do this.
But someone has to hold off the enemy while I make my retreat!
Not a problem.
If we bust open that stronghold, we'll be able to get ahead of Shahid and block his escape.
He's going to get away. Chase him down, now!
He may be wrong, but I seriously doubt he's the type to give up so easily. Attack the gate now!
I'm on it. No charge.
Yep.
I'll take over. This way, Hilda.
What? You need
I
me?
order every soldier on the front line to attack, and I will cut down anyone who does not obey!
No problem, I got it.
We'll be in a good position if we can capture this stronghold.
Greetings, my sworn brother. The day has finally come when we can fight side by side.
Yes, my brother. Let's show them what we're made of.
Let's try this.
take a breather. Let's link up.
Let's finish this!
We'll do it together!
Not gonna die here.
Attack! Don't give him a chance to retaliate!
Full of cowards! The likes of you could never kill me!
Come then, gallant warrior of Elmira. Put my cowardice to the test.
It really is you. It's been you all along. To think that you're the one who turned the dare against me!
Well, would you look at that? I am so glad you figured it out. I'm here to stop you from ruining Elmira's reputation, Shahid.
Not a problem.
My turn?
No problem, I got it.
Become king of Elmira. A barbarian like you could never defeat me. Scum. Sorry. Kill me if you can.
This should stop the threat from the rear.
Everyone, focus on the Elmiran leader. If we defeat him, we win the whole battle. Sorry, but nothing can stop me.
Way to go, Claude!
You doing this? My moment has arrived. Blame me all you want. Let's try this. Let's try this.
Into the fray.
Are we changing?
I'll take over.
Let's do this!
They can't.
Let's try this. I'd better back.
I'm on fire! Give me a hand!
No problem!
Thanks, pal! Follow me!
I got this.
Just...
Take a breather.
Give it up, Shahid. It's over. You lost.
Let fly that arrow then. I'll never kneel to the likes of you!
But that isn't what I'm asking for you to do here. Let's end this. Come on.
You little brat. I'd sooner die!
Thanks for that.
Look, Claude. If you can't do it, then I will.
No. This is my burden to bear. I never wanted things between us to end this way. I'm so sorry, brother.
I'm sorry, Claude. It looked like you were hesitating, so I...
Don't worry about it. I never would have found my resolve if not for you.
So that Shahid guy... was he your...
Don't say it. Honestly, it's not even about that. That look of desperation on his face just... tugged at my heartstrings, is all. You know, I thought a guy like me would be impervious to this kind of thing. Looks like I don't know myself as well as I thought. But now that I know, I won't make the same mistake again. We should go. Everyone's waiting for us.
Claude...
All right! We did it!
The rest of the Almiran soldiers seem to have simmered down. I guess it's because they lost their commander?
That Shahid guy must have been the only one who actually wanted to fight us.
Claude, I believe you owe us an explanation. Why are you and this Almiran general on such amiable terms?
I guess you could say he looked after me a bit when I was a kid.
Before you joined House Regan, you mean? How did you two come to meet in the first place? It is difficult to fathom the circumstances that would lead someone in Fodlan to make the acquaintance of an Almiran general.
It's a long story, so I'll just cut to the chase. It turns out Almira isn't as unified as many believe. After the battle 2 years ago, I went to Nadir to see if there was a way we could partner up if something like that were to happen again.
You see, I served the King of Almira directly as a retainer. I was never obligated or inclined to obey Prince Shahid. The prince was obsessed with starting a war with Fodlan, in the hopes that he could distinguish himself enough to secure a path to the throne. This probably comes as no surprise, but he didn't have any kind of plan whatsoever beyond clearing Fodlan's throat.
Once I caught wind of the situation, I thought it'd be best to have Nadir and Holst get to know each other before things really got out of hand.
Wait, Holst, you've already met him?
Yes. Nadir the Unstoppable and I have been nemesis of a sort for years now.
It's actually Nadir the Undefeated, but go on.
But when we met, he declared that he was willing to band together, if doing so would prevent Almira's name from being sullied. Well, that right there nearly moved me to tears. Before long, we were drinking and celebrating our newfound brotherhood.
Your newfound what now?
Ah, I take it you're Holst's sister. Then that makes you my sister too. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, I'm actually full up in the brother department.
Getting back to the story, I'd been trying to nip Shahid's foolhardy war in the bud for a while. But the prince was always as stubborn as an ox, and so, that's how I ended up here with this gigantic army. Luckily, though, I spotted my newfound brother defending the throat with the kiddo and his army. It's a shame about the prince, but I'm glad we were able to help stop the attack on Fodlan.
Does that explanation satisfy you, Lawrence?
I cannot help but feel there is more to the story. But for now, I will happily thank General Nadir for his assistance.
You have my gratitude as well. You all helped me prevent another blow to Almyra's reputation. Now, in Almyra, it's traditional to throw a grand feast after a battle. We eat, sing, and dance till we can't move anymore.
Oh yeah? Claude has the same tradition. Wait, but that means...
We may have failed to capture any Imperial territory, but we succeeded in defending the Alliance. So tonight, we celebrate in style. I hope you're all ready, because it's gonna be a feast for the ages.
Hey! I was right! It's feasting time!
So that's what you mean. Should have known.
Mutton, jerky, steak! This is the best meat party ever!
Slow down, Raphael. Just how much are you planning to eat?
Oh, this is delicious. It has a nice, delicate sweetness to it.
It really does. I wish I could share some with Dorte.
Dorte? Who's that?
Oh, that's your friend, right, Marianne? The horse one.
My brother! You haven't had nearly enough to drink! Come on now, bottoms up!
And you need to eat something. I prepared the food myself, you know. Try the mushrooms. They came out perfect.
The war is far from over, but these people are acting like they don't have a care in the world.
Keeping your guard up all the time is just gonna tire you out. Everyone needs to unwind every now and again.
Then why isn't the man of the hour partaking in the festivities?
Now that you mention it, where is Claude? Claude, what are you doing out here?
Oh, hey there. Just thought a little fresh air would do me good.
Hit the bottle a little too hard? Can't say I blame you. It's been a while since we've cut loose like this.
Yeah, that could be it.
You've got to wonder what's really running around in that mind of his. He never revealed his dealing with Count Gloucester, nor that he befriended an Almyran general. He's probably hatching a new scheme right now. Not that he'd ever tell us about it.
What are you thinking about, Claude?
Huh? Oh, not much. Just letting my mind wander a bit now the battle's finally over. Well, I guess I should rejoin the festivities. Come on, let's go be merry.
It still feels like he's got this wall around him. Hard to say if we're ever gonna really understand each other.
I'm sure you will one day. After all that's happened, he's come to depend quite heavily on you. Although, if you really want him to see you as someone he can turn to, you'll need to get stronger. That man harbors many secret ambitions. I wouldn't expect him to back away from this war anytime soon.
Sounds pretty tough when you put it like that.
Oh yes, he'll say all of this is for everyone else, but he has aspirations of his own too. Just like us and our goal of slaying the Ashen Demon. If you grow stronger for Claude's sake, it'll benefit your own aspirations as well. He may not be your partner in destiny, but yours is a valuable relationship nonetheless.
Hey, Arvel.
Yes?
Don't you think you're getting a bit too obsessed with this little grudge match?
Maybe so. Though I don't believe that's all there is to it.
What do you mean?
I suppose it just feels like our destiny, like it's something we're meant to do.
It is now 1182. The Great War incited by Edelgard has continued to engulf Fodlan, but slowly begins to change course. The Alliance's battle with the Empire ends without a victor. After facing the Almirans, the Alliance focuses on rebuilding, while the Kingdom's conflict with the Empire stalls. 6 months will pass before the wheels of change turn again. But when they do, it will be because one ambitious man sets them in motion. Golden Wildfire. The end of the Alliance. It is the end of 1182. 4 moons have passed since Elmira attacked. Though the battle lines remain unchanged, Claude steadily schemes behind the scenes. History is about to be made.
Huh? Whoa, everyone's already here.
Yep, we were waiting on you, Hilda.
Whoops! But Claude isn't here yet, is he? He said he'd have something to tell us after the roundtable conference, so I figured it'd run late, as usual.
You got that right. Those meetings always seem to drag on forever.
Where's the love? These roundtables are supposed to symbolize the Alliance's ideals, you know.
Sorry about that. I was out of line.
No worries, my friend. That's exactly why we made the decision we did today.
What decision? Is that why you called us here?
Hold your horses. Everyone, listen up. As you know, the Leicester Alliance is governed through a Council of Representatives known as the 5 Great Lords. As the Alliance leader, it has been House Regan's responsibility to convene the Round Table and secure the approval of the other lords on matters of policy. The Lords of the Alliance felt this was the best system to serve the welfare of their people. And in peacetime, maybe it was. But there's no denying that the roundtables have hindered our ability to respond swiftly to emergency situations. And it doesn't seem like Leicester's current state of emergency is going to end anytime soon. Which is why I put forth an important proposal at today's roundtable, one that's since been approved. As of today, the Leicester Alliance will be reborn as the Leicester Federation. All authority has been entrusted to the King of Leicester. And as it just so happens, I have been chosen to serve as the Federation's first king. With this, we'll no longer be held hostage by roundtable delays that leave us at the mercy of our enemies. I give you my word that I'll dedicate all my efforts to protecting and preserving Leicester. I hope I can count on all of your approval as well.
We reached this decision after exhaustive discussion. I imagine not everyone will approve, but we ask for your understanding.
I hope we can all accept our former leader as our new king and continue working together to defend Leicester.
So everyone, are you with me?
must be why my father was in such a hurry to hand over leadership of our house to Holst.
The former Duke Goneril was a ringleader of sorts for the lords who opposed the establishment of the Federation. That said, he's been looking to put Holst in charge for a while now. Maybe this was just the perfect opportunity.
It seems I'll also have much to discuss with my father about House Ordelia's future. I imagine it's the same for you, right, Marianne?
Oh, yes. I suppose that's so. It's just ridiculous to think that our Claude, of all people, is a king now.
Well, I think Claude will make a wonderful king.
Yeah, me too! Long live King Claude!
Huh. Didn't see that one coming.
Quite an abrupt twist, isn't it? He certainly didn't breathe a word of it to you.
No, he didn't. And to be honest, I appreciate that. It's not like I would have had any brilliant insight on the matter. Anyway, I'm happy for him. Now Claude's free to act as he sees fit. And I'm gonna keep supporting him, just like always.
Yes, I think that's probably for the best. Probably.
I have received word from my father. He reports that public order is rapidly deteriorating in House Burgundy's territory.
Seriously? I've heard the same is true in the Seaward and Albany territories as well.
That's right. And as a result, some unsavory characters have strayed into Daphne territory, causing trouble for us, too.
If they couldn't keep things under control, they should have come to me for help.
Those three houses have always been quick to align themselves with the strongest faction, be it the Central Church or even the Empire. That the three of them opposed the establishment of the Federation makes it all the more difficult to ask for help, no doubt.
If only it were that simple.
Is there something else about the matter that concerns you, Lady Judith?
I've heard some rumors that those three have been conspiring together of late. That there are plans in the works for all of them to defect to Fargus. The Viscounts may have been too busy plotting to secure their positions and deal with the growing chaos in their territories.
Now that I would believe.
I'm not sure if this is related, but there have also been some alarming sightings near their western borders.
Alarming in what way?
It's the Knights of Seros. Perhaps it's nothing, seeing as the kingdom is sheltering the Central Church within their borders, but...
Do you suspect that the Knights have been acting as intermediaries between the kingdom and those houses? If so, we cannot possibly turn a blind eye.
We can't say for sure if that's the case just yet, but there's no mistaking that civil unrest is running rampant in those territories. We need to mobilize the Federation army immediately and try to restore public order.
Wait a moment. Would it not make more sense to send envoys to the houses beforehand to learn more about the situation?
They just reply to our inquiries with some half-baked excuses. Giving them a heads up we're coming should be enough.
So you're ordering an immediate deployment, Your Majesty. It's nice how quickly things move around here without the Round Table.
That's the beauty of this. Lawrence, assemble the troops immediately.
Very well. At long last, it is time for the Federation to take its first steps.
That's right. We stand at the dawn of a new Leicester. One step at a time.
I've got it!
What if we did this?
Will this work?
I've got an idea. I'll get everything ready.
One step at a time. How's that?
Hey!
Hey there.
Oh, Holst. What's going on?
Our king has agreed to meet with the Adrestian Emperor.
Claude's gonna talk to Edelgard?
Yes, and you'll be joining us. You're the only reliable bodyguard we could find on such short notice.
Okay then. Lead the way.
It's good to see you again, Claude. Congratulations on your coronation as the first king of the Leicester Federation.
What's this? The Empire has officially recognized our Federation? Why, Edelgard, I'm touched. But I did have my heart set on an apology. You launched an unprovoked attack against us after all.
Attack? The Empire merely responded to an invitation from Viscount Acheron of House Phlegethon. Alas, fortune turned against him at the Great Bridge of Myrden, and he perished in the battle. As a result, we did garrison our army in Gloucester territory for a brief time. But I would hardly call that an unprovoked attack.
Huh. And dead men tell no tales, right? Although I'll grant you that he sold us out to the Empire.
Whatever transpired, the Empire and the Alliance did end up at war with one another. And I do not deny that the Imperial Army caused harm within Alliance territory. We are prepared to offer appropriate restitution for that.
That works. We'll take tangible resources over insincere apologies any day. We can hash out the definition of appropriate later. Want to move on to the real reason we're here?
Yes, by all means. I trust you read my letter? The Central Church must be eliminated before Fodlan can be reborn. Your help would go a long way towards accomplishing that.
Oh, I read it all right. And from a personal standpoint, it's something I can get behind. But as the leader of the Federation, I can't say the same. You can't expect the people of Leicester to embrace this Southern Church that you've dredged up out of nowhere.
I must take issue with that assertion. The Southern Church has a long and storied history in Fodlan.
Nonsense. You hastily resurrected some dusty old sect and appointed the Empire's own Minister of Religious Affairs as its bishop. Do you honestly expect us to acknowledge such an obvious sham?
None of us will shed any tears if you do not. Nor did we truly expect that you would.
We do not care where the Federation places its faith, so long as it is not in the Central Church.
So all you're looking for is a little cooperation in taking them down? And I assume the Kingdom's on your hit list too, since they've given them sanctuary.
I understand the Federation faces challenges of its own. Surely you would prefer a quick return to stability at your borders with the Empire?
Oh? I'd like to hear a little more about these challenges you think we have, but maybe now isn't the best time.
Claude, we want stability. The decision is yours to make. Knowing you, I am certain you will carefully consider the costs and benefits, rather than let emotions dictate your decision.
All right, I'm in. Holst, do you feel satisfied with those terms?
Everything looks good to me. I'm especially glad we found a solution to the control of Myrden.
Hubert, I trust you have no objections?
None, Your Majesty. All that remains is the placement of your seals.
Then let us conclude our discussions for now, and go inform the world that Adrestia and Leicester have joined forces for a brighter future.
Sounds like a plan to me. I, Claude von Regan, King of the Leicester Federation, hereby swear this pact. Leicester pledges to work in harmony with the Adrestian Empire, and do everything in its power to secure a peaceful future for Fodlan.
By the covenant between the red blood and the white sword that crowns the double-headed eagle, I, Edelgard von Hresfeld, hereby swear this pact. Adrestia pledges to work hand in hand with the Leicester Federation to deliver peace to the land and secure a future for all its people.
The pact is sealed.
And now it is our job to uphold it.
I'm sure you noticed how Edelgard wouldn't even deign to acknowledge your existence. How empty does it make you feel to witness history marching forward without any say in which direction it takes?
I never wanted to be the one making history. That's too big a role for a humble mercenary. That said, I don't know about this. The Kingdom and the Church are suddenly our enemies now. Is everyone really just gonna get on board with that?
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Finally! I've been waiting to try something.
Can't wait to see how you do. Hunger is the true enemy.
Yeah, the flavor's not really...
Hey, thanks. It's nice to have a...
I'm surprised.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Solid.
From
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
This is delicious. I feel my strength return.
This is one of my favorites. Thank you. This really makes my...
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
This surprise for me.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
I'm not...
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy. Come back whenever you're hungry. Time to work you into shape. Can't wait to see how you do.
I carry a little of everything here.
Hope to see you again soon. Time to work you into shape.
I want to do my part.
I am...
Can't wait to see how you do.
Ignatz Victor reporting, Your Excellency.
Yes, yes, come in.
Greetings, Your Excellency.
I think you're supposed to say, forgive my intrusion.
Right, yes. Forgive me, Your Excellency.
Listen, Ignatz, I may have a title now, but you and I are still friends as we have always been. All this formality is starting to make my skin crawl. Please, just treat me the same as ever you have.
Oh, right. Of course. Anyway, what do you need?
You've no doubt heard about the bandits who appeared in Gloucester, yes? The ones who were supposedly former mercenaries.
They've been around for a while, right?
Yes. My men have been searching for their base for some time now, and I believe they have finally located it. I took the opportunity to look into the provenance of these bandits anew, and it seems they were indeed a mercenary band. One in the employ of my father.
I see.
For some reason, they have abandoned the sellsword life and fallen into banditry.
But why would they do that?
I do not know. I attempted to discuss it with my father, but his only concern at present is finding me a proper spouse. When I ask, he evades me and changes the subject.
Yes. That's quite the conundrum.
Regardless, I cannot ignore these bandits, especially if my father had something to do with them. Thusly, I have decided to deal with them myself, and I was hoping you might join me.
Of course. I'm a knight of House Gloucester, after all.
Good. Oh, and as it would be a rather tall order for the two of us to take on a gang of brigands alone, I have called in some additional support.
Hey, Lawrence. I came as soon as I could.
Just once, I wish one of my acquaintances could split the difference between absurd formality and dire nonchalance. I am a count now, you know.
Wait, so are we not friends because you're a count?
No, what I meant to say is...
Look, enough with the titles. I'm a busy woman, so let's get moving already.
I will have you know, a noble is nothing without their... Never mind. I asked you here because I need your help dealing with bandits in my territory.
That's it? Well, sure. I'm happy to help.
That was easy. I suppose it does indeed pay to have some true friends in one's corner.
Sure does. Besides, if just you and Ignatz try to do it, you're gonna get kicked into next moon.
Have you ever considered not saying the first thing that pops into your head? The two of us could easily handle this matter. I am simply being prudent. Also, these are not some run-of-the-mill ruffians, but rather highly trained former mercenaries.
Right, the old mercenary to bandit career path.
They have some connection to my father as well, so I would like to uncover what we can in the process.
Hey, I'm just the muscle. If you need information, you'll have to get it yourself.
So long as you fight well, that should suffice. Now then, we should be off. With my subjects in peril, there is not a moment to waste. We will depart as soon as you are ready.
I'll take my payment in meat, please.
I shall tell the kitchen to prepare a ham. Hear me well, you fell brigands. I, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, stand in judgment before you.
So, not to be a jerk, but when you stand up and scream your name like that, it prevents us from launching any kind of sneak attack.
House Gloucester has no need of such dishonest trickery. If our foe is asleep, we kick out their pillow before the battle begins. Firstly, let us deal with the bandits outside the base. I shall not permit you to wreak any more havoc within my borders.
shall surpass me!
Attack!
This stronghold will fall! Take a breather.
Say, Lawrence, why don't you hang back and let us handle this?
Do not coddle. I am more than capable of holding my own against this pack of curs.
I'm not gonna die here.
Now that I think of it, we're near the place where Claude's grandfather met his end, aren't we?
Indeed. I think you are correct. Could this group perchance have some connection to that most unfortunate incident?
You're done! I'll take you all on! I'm not gonna die here. Not a problem. Move it.
You yourself are a former mercenary, yes? Pray point out everyone you recognize.
You do realize that not every mercenary knows each other, right?
That is enough for the soldiers outside. Let us proceed to attacking the base.
I think this will go well. I'm prepared to see this through.
Not a problem. I've got this.
All right, here I go.
Keep your eyes on me.
By the good name of Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, you foul marauders shall terrorize my subjects no longer! Be gone!
Gloucester, let's get out of here before we get beaten to a pulp again!
If we let these folks go, they'll just cause more trouble.
Now it is my turn. There is nothing I cannot do.
Not a problem. I've got this.
We're out. Let's track. All right, take them down. Time to attack. It's not over. Fight My mother and father died not too far from here. That was a long time ago now.
They were merchants, yes?
I think this will go well.
Yeah, they were traveling with the old Duke Regan and got attacked by monsters. All right, that should be all.
We can't get up the front. Let's cut around back.
There is something strange about the enemy's current...
All right, here I go. There's nothing these muscles can't do.
Now, there is nothing I can't... Now it is my turn. There is nothing I cannot do.
I think this will go well. I'm prepared to see this through.
Not a problem. I've got this.
I think this will go well.
Improvements. Perhaps they have another escape route in mind? During the period when my father employed these mercenaries, monster attacks were a rather common occurrence in this region. And these monsters took the lives of both the former Duke Regan...
All right, here I go!
...and Raphael's parents.
I think this will go well.
Pay attention, Lawrence! If you keep staring off into space, some bandit's gonna run up and conk you on the head!
Yes, of course. I must focus on the battle at hand.
They're trying to get out the back way. After them.
Yeah! No escape!
It's not over. Now, charge and attack.
Okay, time to attack! It's funny how you're like a real knight now, Ignat. You used to be so scrawny.
I think everyone looks scrawny compared to you, Raphael. We stopped them.
You? The Count? Where's your father, you little brat?
Retire. I am the Count of Gloucester now.
You don't say. Well, in that case, I'll have to take my revenge on you instead.
Might. He seeks vengeance against my father. Whatever was driving this?
I'm not gonna die here.
I think I'm prepared to see this through.
All right, here I go.
Troubled by this development. But as the ruler of this domain, I must do my duty and eliminate these bandits.
I'll take you all on. I'm not gonna die here.
This is awful. We have to do something. It's not.
Not a problem. I've got that.
It's my turn!
Raphael?
Gotta be ready for any quiet and fighting, nuts. These guys are serious business.
Now it is my turn. Accept your defeat.
Ain't
Keep
you
your eyes on
traitorous
me.
nobles tired of
Must
beating
keep
us
my
up
guard
yet?
up. I think this will go well.
None shall surpass me! Wait, you claim my father betrayed you?
Used us and threw us away like trash, he did. He tried to make us disappear so as to sweep it under the rug.
Now, charge and attack.
Take a breather.
I'm not gonna die here.
Splendid! We have the advantage.
Got you! Just kill me and be done with it already. At least that way it'll finally be over.
I would speak with you yet. I need to understand what has transpired here. We did it! We won!
Meat party when we get home, and Lawrence is buying.
You all go on ahead. I must speak with the bandit we captured.
There you are, Lawrence. That took so long, I thought maybe that bandit general got you.
We had much to discuss, which I will share with all of you now.
Did you uncover the reason for their grudge against your father?
Indeed. As we suspected, they were once mercenaries in his employ. At first, they were used in the ways one might think, keeping villages safe, guarding the border, and so on. But one day, they were given a very strange order by a supposed envoy of my father.
What was the order?
They were told to threaten any merchants heading toward Regan and force them to turn back.
Yeah, that's a weird one, all right.
The mercenaries felt the same and balked at the idea of raising their swords against unarmed merchants. Instead, they decided to chase a pack of wild monsters into the merchants' path and scare them that way.
Hey, smart thinking.
I'm not so sure about that.
The plan worked, at first. Then one day they caught wind that merchants were approaching and loosed monsters on them per the established method. An ordinary group of merchants would have simply run away and lived. But one among this group drew his sword and began to fight. This was Lord Godfrey, who at the time held the title of Duke Regan. He fought valiantly, but ultimately in vain. Sadly, he perished along with the merchants he had hoped to protect.
Merchants that included Raphael's parents.
So the former Duke Regan and Raphael's parents all died because of your dad, Lawrence?
So it would seem. I am terribly sorry, Raphael. Please, accept my apology in my father's stead.
Hey, Knock it off. You didn't do anything wrong.
As it happens, my parents were meant to accompany Godfrey that day. But they had a scheduling conflict and recommended that Raphael's parents go instead, which means...
Not you too, Ignatz! Look, everybody. Kids aren't responsible for what their parents do.
Lawrence, do we know for sure that the order came from your father?
I was wondering the same thing. Your father was always protective of the nobility's reputation, and it seems strange he would do something so sneaky, and so anti-merchant besides.
Based on what the bandits said, I suspect it was someone from our house acting alone. By the time my father realized what was happening, the culprit had vanished, along with any hope of ever sussing out their true motives. Only the mercenaries remained, and my father had no choice but to punish them.
I bet they didn't care at all about what happened behind the scenes. As far as they were concerned, their employer betrayed them.
But I don't get how any of this has to do with you right now, Lawrence.
A feudal lord is responsible for all that happens within their realm. Therefore, anything left unresolved by my father falls by necessity to me. I would also like to pay appropriate reparations to both you and your family, as is fair and proper.
But I don't need anything from you. I can take care of my family plenty well on my own. Besides, I made my peace with what happened to my folks a long time ago. You can't change that now. All you can do is stir up a bunch of old, painful memories.
Yes, but still...
But nothing. I'm done talking about this. I'll still take my reward for beating up the bandits, though. Meat party, remember? You promised me the finest ham in all the land, and just thinking about it's got me drooling.
This does not sit right with me. What should I do?
Less talk, more ham. And you better have enough for me and Ignatz, too.
Oh,
right.
Very well. In that case, I shall arrange for the finest spread of meat the world has ever seen. I stake House Gloucester's very reputation on it.
Now that's the right thing to do.
Still feels a little weird to leave it like this, but I guess this is for the best.